I've got balls of steel. I've got balls of steel.
Yeah, oh, hang on. It was not working. Whispers. I have to deal with my cat at the same time. Apologies. Find me. Give me a sec. We'll do that. Good to see. Is it not GG? How you doing, man? Just for follow. Mercop, is it? And right live. Good to see y'all. Mr. Soups, you okay, sir? That port was looking good today. Hey, there we go. Cameras, man. Butchery. That's going to drive me insane today, I can tell. There he is, Mr. OP. Alright, sir. Sorry, it's been a while. I've got a lot going on. Life has been a bit nuts. Like the Santa of mice. Cheers, great. What? You're doing you right? I'm not going to mod it too much now. I've only got one of them at the minute. I'm not expecting the ultralight 2 kind of standards. I need to take a proper look at it, but I don't think I'm going to get much out of it anyway, to be fair. Maybe off the base a little bit. We won't be hacking it to pieces today. That'll be another stream, so I'll take a look at it inside. I need to do some other mice, so I thought I'd show this one off. Don't expect a fingertip ultralight 2. It won't be like that. But that's probably the similar weight. You done? Did you touch? Been trying out the VXCR one as well, which I don't particularly like it. It's alright. I prefer the B-Steps in there. I'll give my opinions on that and then we'll take a look at it inside. Right, Tazy, good to see you back, mate. What's things? You had a good week so far? Like I said, all the letters. show on the road. Sounded weird. My audio went quiet. Turn on my mic. Maybe my mic's a bit low here. My cat's been leaning on my controls as well. Mic's below. Yeah, one sec. My cat keeps running down on my mixer. Give me a sec. Let's go on a different PC. One sec. What do you want? Maybe that's a bit better. I think that's a bit louder. It should be. Very nice, my AirPods are Sorry, Soups. I can't tell because of my cats just keep standing on my stuff. Too much going on. Cat in my face. Trying to deal with it all. Your pods are going flat. Oh my days. Have to get my other ones out, I think. Glad to hear that's better. I did turn it down because it was a bit too loud, but the cats decided to murder it. So we know how much weight you'll get out of the WL. I wouldn't expect much, to be fair. They don't pick a good job. I don't see how you're gonna get much out of it. So yeah, it weighs 40 grams. So. Unless you start cutting it in half, which we won't be doing today. You might get 1 or 2 out of it, maybe. I would say. I'll look in a sec. Definitely smell the base. But beyond that, you're cutting the frame. I didn't exactly left much to it, so. We're gonna get my other AirPods. 1 second. Hang on. One second. What's that about 3D printing? Hey, we're close. Been doing some tidying. Do these work on this iPad? That is the question. Like it working, okay. There we go. Now I can hear myself again. Finally, right. Shouldn't be where you can't get anything out of it. You can always get some out of it. You can always chop it in half. But I wouldn't recommend it. It just depends how far you want to go. This is pretty good. The latest ones are pretty good, to be fair. All comes down to what you want to do personally. Like, what do you want out of it yourself? Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it. Like, everyone's bothered about what's the lowest weight, but it's not. It's personal preference. What is that pulsar? What? Hey, this one. It's not pulsar. It's a clone, isn't it? It's the clone of the clones. It's the VXE R1. Pulsar's better, but it's dear. It's cheaper than Pulsar. With my 5-ton mouse. Exactly so. Do you like the old wrist breaking, mate? That's for sure. People always ask me what the best weight is, but that's what you want. So yeah. I don't speak English, but have a nice day. No worries, Res. You too. Hey Bob, my HTX Ace left click has fully stopped working and I'm looking to replace the switch. Are the on-run Tenmo Japan good? Choose. I like them. I won't bother about the terms of how long they last. It's a bit of a myth. In fact, the higher their number, generally the mushier they get. I rate the on-run Japan ones. It's one of the best switches out there by far. Crazy to me, the people still use a 502. Yeah, I know. Crazy, hey, Soups. Soups just wanted the RGB. That's what he wanted. So this is what I think of the Beast X. I've been using it quite a bit. I've been using it a lot on Tarkov at the minute. And so far I like it. You can like the dots, but you can change those. They're not rounded, I don't think, either. But overall, it's been pretty good. The only problem I've had with this one is originally didn't have it, but now there's like a very, very subtle creak on the side. You can't even hear it, but
I've got balls of
slightly
steel.
moves. See it there, the beside me? It's so limited, but I do play with it a little bit when I'm messing around. Cheers, Slam Toe for the follow. It's a good name. And then the other thing I don't like is... What's the other thing I don't like? I think that was it. The switches are quite light. I didn't particularly like the side buttons. They're better than final mouses, but they're kind of cloning it, and they're also a little bit far forward for me. I'd like them a little bit further back, but that's personal preference. This is a medium, 18 by 9 hand. I like the colour. I didn't like the larger gaps on the side. That's another thing I'm not particularly a fan of. I prefer these thinner ones. I find my thumb tends to rest just back here for me. I tend to hold mine just like that, which is why the button's a bit far back maybe. The medium size is good. There's no wobble. That was decent. A little bit if you pull it, but scroll wheel's okay. Even though it's not a rubber one. Press is nice. The buttons I do find I accidentally click. They're a little bit light for me sometimes. Potato. It's not getting too dirty. Been out for about 2 weeks while I've been messing around. E-clinch. Like the fact they've at least made an effort to coat it. They still haven't coloured the cables, but not too visible. One thing I was quite impressed with is the balance. It still seems to be mid. So it's still over the sensor. Sensor's in a good spot, not too far forward. It looks slightly forward, but we'll measure that in a minute. And they give you an option to have dots or the slightly larger skates. I mean, at least you'd get decent grip with those holes. Yep. I mean, you could always put grip tape on it. I just think they're a little bit big for people. Like, people don't particularly like holes, but even for me, I'm a bit like, it's like my finger kind of sits in them. I don't know why. I prefer the smaller ones, and they've tried to do that more near the grip. It's just I tend to sit around here, so probably because I hold it back a little bit further. Overall, the build quality is good given the weight of it, which, like they say, is about, I think it's 40 Gs. They didn't make any, made nothing up, told us exactly what it's going to be, unlike some companies that don't quite tell us the truth. They've been spot on. And overall, I've been enjoying it. I've been playing with this quite a bit. Like I say, I've been playing a lot of Tarkov with it. And I've been liking it. I like the purple. It's a little bit of a clone. It's the only thing I'd say. In terms of it's a bit like a final mouse shape. With a bit of a, yeah, maybe a bit of a razor theme as well. But the metal's a little bit sharp. But other than that, I think it's pretty decent. I'd certainly have it as a main. In fact, I might main it. I can't tell if I prefer this or the final mask. The other thing is it's a little bit expensive. given it's not really a brand. I believe it's not a brand I've seen. I don't know if other people have seen this brand, but it's not one I'm familiar with. So we at least WLMouse have their branding. So it'd be nice to see a little bit cheaper. But for 40 grams and magnesium, it's not bad. Got a bit of the old razor theme, that's what I mean by like the way they've chopped it out. Yeah, they all seem to come out the blue at the minute. I think people are going to be a bit worried about the price tag on it. But we'll see what it's like inside. But overall, decent. But I've not really seen a mouse that they've kind of made, if that makes sense. It's kind of a clone, which, you know, we can all clone. But other than that, it's decent. It's a good clone. Hopefully it can come down in price a bit, but something I think it's pretty good. It's impressive how light they've got it. But they've chopped most of it away, but they still kept it at full shape. So we'll see what it looks like, but I'd be all over it. It's a clone of a Viper Mini SE. Kind of, I guess. It's taking a bit of both in it. I think the buttons are definitely too far forward, and that's probably, I think, dictated to because of the PCB. We've got quite a short PCB, and that's kind of moved the buttons forward, but they definitely seem a little bit far forward. Let's check out some dims. What's it like against the VXA? Kind of similar, I guess. Maybe a little bit, you see. See how far they are. What's this one? It's a butchered AJX. Probably like that. So again, a little bit on the, especially the back one seems to be further forward. Quite small. Stop using mine in main in the Maya. Mate, great mouse. I love it all day long, baby. I need to tear that apart actually. But I sort of like the Maya. It's my travel mouse at the minute. Been testing that. It's a beer opener. Could be. Is that what that is? You open your beer on that, is that what you're telling me? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not sure I'd like to test it. I'm going to damage it maybe, but I like the idea. I might give it a bit of a test. If it is, that's pretty cool. Didn't realise. Let's see what it dims in at. I've also kept the dimensions pretty good in terms of the size, I know that. That's how it compares. I'll do this around. But yeah, the Lemsy Maya is a good one. Coating feels good as well. So 120. Get extra points for a beer opener. I haven't seen that on a mouse yet. And the widest part looks like it's at the front there. The top dimension. Right, back to my full YouTube ones again now. Just finishing my desks off. That's what I've been doing the last few days. Let's do proper reviews again. As the the thing's lifting slightly, but yeah, because I've got it upside down. The cover. Everyone using the same batteries, baby. Is there any magnesium fingertip? I haven't seen any, sir. I do feel like you're going to scratch it because it's coating. That'd be a shame. But overall, for the first mouse that produced this, is decent. Man. These companies that are popping out must be creating other people's mice. It's quite a decent sized scroll wheel width-wise. I'll take a look at it properly, but seems okay. Can we tear it down? Maybe the new glorious HDR mouse, 25 grams. I believe it's 25 when it's 25, but we shall see. Sense, let's have a look. It looked like it's slightly forward, I'd say. It's hard to measure these. Yeah, a little bit forward. a little bit. If it's in my final mouse Starlight, could you mod it? Certainly can. To go to shop.billybob.com, you can chat on there. But I can certainly tweak it for you. No problemo. I think if you're after a 40-gram mouse, you don't mind the cutouts, you don't mind the buttons being slightly further forward, and the price of $130, I think it is, then I'd certainly look at it. But there are certainly some other rivals out there, this price range. Although not many of them are at 40 grams. So credit to him for keeping it down to that weight for sure. Depends, Goose, depends what you want. Quite a long time if you want a lot of mods, so be prepared. It's not a 10-minute job. You've got a couple of switches, probably not that long. When it hacked to death, a while. There's a queue. Don't expect it back in a week. Unless you're in the UK, then you might just. Oh no, trouble's coming over. What's up? Sanding bases. Don't need to at the minute. I mean, I'm still going to have to sand this one if you wanted to put slightly different skates in it that weren't for this, because they've still put the ridges on it for some reason. But other than that. That's what it looks like. I got some Mountain Dew today. There's a new Taco Bell open. Oh, Mrs. got me this. 4K polling, baby. Do you like tax evasion? Unless they're going to prison, why? You'd be lucky to evade it in the UK. Green diabetes. It could be. But it's got no sugar. What's that? Anything but the purple one, that's the best colour. What, the purple? I think so. It's nice as purple. I quite like the, it's a slight flick. Like a bit metallic, isn't it? Everyone's liking the Mia. Yeah, it's good, the Mia. Maya. I'm liking the Maya. But yeah, this is what it looks like paint-wise. Yep, it's metallic. You can see it. It's got a little bit metallic in it anyway. Can't quite see when I look at it because the lights aren't on me, but you can see the back. Thing lifting up a little bit. A little bit of a sweat magnet because I've been using it obviously to make sure we test them. Pre-travel's pretty good. I actually quite like the switches. They're quite light, these switches. Probably a little bit light for me. I tend to do a few misfires in USB-C, but yeah, overall, I mean, it seemed quite a grippy coating. Like I said, the sides is quite grippy because of the holes, but it doesn't seem to slip. It doesn't even seem to fingerprint. Like, this has been used for 2 weeks. I've been properly getting used to it, but not cleaned it. This is what it's like. It's got a good coating. Finally. Would you rate the Starlight 12? I need to do a comparison of them, but the Starlight 12 has too many versions. I don't think they ever quite got it right. I definitely have this over Starlight 12. Would I have it over the Ultralight X? I don't know. I need to compare them a bit more closely, but it's certainly close. I might. What's that, blank? You're getting locked up. Are you going to treat this on like the Ultralight X and your modding? Nope, cuddles, we're not. I've only got one. We won't be cutting it that far. I need to play around with it still. I've got a few Ultralight X's, so it's a bit different. You guys made me hack the Ultralight X to pieces. I did Max, are you alright? I don't cut them all to pieces. I'm not a total monster. If people wonder what we did to the Ultralight X, here you go. He's released a video for it. It's the Ultralight X. I'm actually going to use the PCB in this for something else, but you can see we did butcher it a little bit. My missus nearly had a heart attack when she saw it. I did 170 SX. How's things? Bob, did you hear about what was that? Did you hear about the batch 7 of Ultralight X going to be 18 gram fingertip? Oh god, please no. Just so many batches. I'm getting confused. A little bit. Every batch is different. Blah blah blah. Just get it for out in the first batch. I never know a company changed so much, or try and tell people they're going to change. Like. It's nuts. I will do a comparison between this one and the Ultralight X. It won't be the one that I've chopped to pieces either. Which did have a QC problem on the front, that one actually. Yes. So time to take apart the Beast X WLMouse. Not going to be much to it. Should be fairly quick. We shall see. Bob, can you help me? I have 21 by 11 hands and an aggressive claw grip. Will the Beast X Mini be a better choice for me? Not with a 2111, I wouldn't have thought. Depends. Mine's 18 by 9, so. Aggressive, like you're right over. Maybe if you want a small one, but it might be too narrow. I don't know what the dimensions are. See how narrow it is. What have you been using at the minute? So the weight, this is where this gets impressive, I think, to be fair. They've actually kept it at the weight they said, 40 grams. So 40 grams, it's pretty light for a medium-sized mouse in these dims. Can't give them credit for that. I do think they've sacrificed the position of the, as I said, position of the side buttons due to the PCB, which puts them slightly further forward. Might work more for a fingertip. Chop the back of it off, maybe. Yep, 39.6 is good for 221mm. It could be the lightest mouse in that dimensions that I've seen, to be fair. But don't quote me on that, because I've seen a lot of mice. But it's certainly there, if not the lightest. Got 2 screws, which is good to see. They are under the main big escape, but not under the little dots. They're nicely positioned, the dots out of the way of it as well, by the looks of it. Assuming there's none at the front, which pretty sure there isn't. It's just a standard. Guess. I think it's a PH005.
I've got balls
it looks
of
like
steel.
only 2, we'll see. Remember, we've not took this apart yet. KZ, cheers for the follow. How you doing?
I've got balls of steel.
Appreciate it, man. Just taking apart this. Just follow 170 SX. If you're not familiar with these, we're basically going to go through and just take apart this mouse bit by bit. See how it's built. Read some of the things like the MCU and stuff, and just take a look at switches, look at construction, and overall take a peek at it. So you get a true idea of how it's built. Doing great. Been following YouTube for a while. Cheers, man. Just catch you streaming there. Yeah, came onto old Twitch, baby. Cheers, player. Glad you enjoy the content. Trying to get my YouTube going a little bit more like the old days now. Already got a load of cat hair. So there's definitely one ribbon cable connected into the top side buttons, and then obviously into the PCB. Let's have a look. 39.6 is rare on the scales, this one. It's a little pull-up one if you didn't know. Let's do this part first. I mean, there isn't much to it. Look at the side button construction. They've definitely trimmed away all the PCB, which is good to see. They're doing a good job of getting the weight out of this. I can't say about the Lamsey. Don't like the placement of their connector. Which mouse? They are using micro switches by the looks of it on the sides. They feel fairly decent. I just don't like the position of them. Oops. That screw is in tight. Careful taking that one out. Good to see they're kind of keeping the screws the same, I think. This has got one hell of a long thread. Well, it feels like it. A slightly bigger head. See, I've slightly scratched it out. Are you going to remove side buttons for weight loss? Yeah, we'll take them out and have a look. I'm not going to chop it, but we'll definitely do a few little bits, see what we can get out of it. Maybe tweak the battery. But we might. I'll be surprised if we get it below 36, so we'll see. Without cutting it off. It looks like they've got some like metal reflective. I don't know what that is for. Maybe to hold it in place. There's no rattle like, say the Final Mouse was an example. They definitely rattle. And the side buttons don't fall out. Like the Starlight 12. They'll fix that on the Ultralight X, I think, if I remember rightly. Using the Beast X Mini since Monday, kind of quite like it. Shows my better mouse purchase after the Final Mouse. Didn't like the Final Mouse. Did you get the Ultralight X as well? You got there, so definitely need to tweak the Ultralight X. Well, now I've got certainly had a few little problems, but I've got two, so I'll see. The other one seems okay. PCB's interesting. These little looks like reflective. It's nice and thin as well. Using the, I think disappointing is they're using, just checking because my eyesight's getting a bit old. Yeah, they're using the on-run side switches, which means you can switch them over. It's got little side paddles, but that's the only disappointment. I don't particularly like the on-run ones. Don't even register. There is no registration. I would say they've done an excellent job, even they're below a gram. An excellent job here of taking this weight out. Got a different design for the buttons to the Final Mouse. Starlight 12 anyway. I didn't find these to be heavy at all, like the Starlight 12. When they're using magnesium. I don't know if they've tweaked it slightly or something, but the Final Mouse certainly suffered from having a heavier press, but maybe we'll look at the switch and see. Nope, no dust covering the encoder. It's already a TTC, I can tell. Got two kitty cat. Which means it could get a little bit grubby and grimy after a bit, which is why I like the KO sealed ones. Don't get all the crud in there. Easy to change, people. If you're watching this channel, you know how to change an encoder. But yeah, they should probably not put that on there. Everyone seems to be using TTC. Nice to see they are keeping all the same screws. Not too many screws at the minute. Now, how's this constructed? Does this drop out? They've gone for more traditional plunger design as well. Unlike the Starlight, which suffered from a different style. Maybe they've learnt from it, or they designed it for Final Mouse, maybe, I don't know. Always wonder about these companies. They've also got little posts here. Sora V2 has the TTC Gold Dust Proof. There you go. My XT Mini doesn't have the dust proof encoder. And it develops skipping fast. Yeah. They just get a little dirt in them, especially when, I mean, all mice get dirty, don't get me wrong. If you have a mouse that's sealed, it still gets dirt in there, yeah. It doesn't, it probably prevents it a bit slow, but they still have problems. But I think the encoders definitely need some kind of protection because they just get loads of hair in them and stuff. That's what they look like. Looks like they got a Malar pad underneath, which is only a little bit of a concern because sometimes they slip off. You see them under there? You can quite see it. You see it there? They're so light. Holy moly. This one's actually lighter than my Ultra X. This is metal. That's what perhaps WLMouse should have done with their magnesium. Made it quite thin. Maybe it's quite thin, the magnesium. I don't know. They're light though. Cat's going nuts. Not as light as you think looking at that, because normally a single one's about 3 grams, so with the plastics then. Maybe I've just been on holiday too much. I've been snowboarding. So maybe I've forgotten what mice weigh. Should show you what they've got here is they've got a extra little notch there holding the side buttons in. And obviously a traditional post style. They've got no post travel protection, but actually it doesn't need it because this is so tight. It was pretty good. I didn't see any problems with that. So if you look at this, something like the new Starlight Superlight 12, Superlight 12. You look at the new Superlight 2. They've got post travel protection because they're too mushy. Side buttons, they could definitely improve these slightly. They put a little bit of a pre-travel pad on by looks of it. You see it here? I don't know what that looks like anyway. I think it should be a little bit further back, but that's my personal grip. And they're very small. If you've got big chubby fingers, you might have an issue. Half a gram. Definitely small. And we've got the construction of this magnesium body. So this is only a 2-piece, whereas the final mouse is 3-piece with the rear, doesn't it, comes off, if you remember, like a clam, which is why you get the infinity back. So 1-piece this. Do you fingertips get used to the hole? I don't like the bigger ones on the side. I don't mind the smaller ones, but the bigger ones do get on my nerves a little bit. It doesn't stop me. I've been using it for 2 weeks. I've been enjoying it, so it's not like if I was honest, I use this one for 1 day and I hate it. I just don't like something about it. I don't like, even though I like Pulsar, but I don't particularly like that one. But this one I've used 2 weeks. So in fact, I'm probably maining this at the minute. Maybe because it's on my desk, but because the VXE could have took its space, but it didn't. So I can't hate the holes that much, but it will annoy some people. For sure. It's got a little bit of sidebar protection for flexing, but even out the base, it's pretty strong. I could snap it if I'm careful, but it's got some decent protection. And the overall seems pretty well coated with what that purple is, anodized. A few little bits where it's not, but it's not bad. Not that bothers you, but pretty good coating. I've always said holes on the side give you more grip, mate. I agree, but they're a little bit big, that's all. But it doesn't slip. Good mouse for claw grip. I'd say it's a little bit long, but yeah. I'm using it, claw, so maybe the smaller will be slightly better. Depends on the size of your hand though, but yeah, seems okay. I don't normally like flared fronts, but this hasn't bothered me, so. Also, X2 V2 is a good shape. I like the X2H, to be fair. I like the extra booty to grip it. Right, what do you reckon? This is light. This has got to be... I was surprised it's over 8 grams. Oh, come on. Lost my touch. You're modding my Atlantis Mini, and it's now 36 grams. Yeah, boy. Drop some pictures on my Discord, mate. What's it? You liking it now it's lighter, or you just didn't like the weight originally? It's a decent weight reduction, that's it. I actually thought it was going to shatter and bend. What was that, Tazy? You sent me your ultralight. Finalist ultralight's been delivered to you. It might do. It goes to a forwarder first, Tazy. I haven't got it yet, but it should come this week. Do you remember, if you send me a message, I'll see what the packaging is. I can see the packaging, but it goes to a forwarder first. It's not a PO box, though. It's a mail company. I used to have a PO box. But, yeah, I'll probably get it. Probably come this week, end of the week. How goes the teardown? Juicy? We're just finishing it off, mate. Hello from Australia. Hey, T-Brax. How you doing, man? My friend's in Australia, said it's 45 degrees at the minute. It is warm, baby. Oh, it's got the FN2s. Okay. So what we're saying about open encoders and crap. See the cat hair there? Already in it? Whoa, you too, kitty cat. Ultralight 2 arrived today. Sorry, I tied this mouse. It was good. Mine had disconnecting issues. It's not good. The dongle is a bit monstrous. In fact, the dongle is outright ridiculous. But it looks like a cube from the Borg or something, doesn't it? So actually, find something. What am I looking for? I need some more Zippo. We finally ran out of Zippo fluid for the feet. We had problems with one encoder, the Glorious Model O. Which encoder did it use? TTC. Is it a white one? Silver one? My desk is such a mess. I was trying to find. Anyway, get back. Creaky like my grandma's back. Like mine. Can't remember offhand. Juicy, fair enough. I think it might be a. It might have the silver TTC in it. I can't remember. What was that, Soups? 3D print test, Daddy. Mate, we're close. We're close. I've been watching 3D print stuff, so we're getting there. I can feel it. I think next week we're going to be there. The battery placement is good. It does. The battery placement in this is good. It helps the weight distribution because it's got such a small PCB. The only thing I'm not liking is this cover. Reminds me a bit like Ponage did it, or that WLMouse has it on. And you can see here, like even then, like it might ping out on people because it's not stuck down. So although it's quite a tight fit, and it is using the same battery. There's no, well, there is a bit of tape. Well, there is tape actually, but that you saw how easy that came out. I think that might ping out. They probably need to put a bit of extra M3 in there. It feels like that might ping out, what it was doing, especially this cover. And it's stuck down as well. I'd say they probably want to take a look at it because mine was already coming out a little bit there. What's up, Kit Kat? Do you think you'll ever see optical encode improvements? More adoption? What, like the Zowie ones, Alex? I doubt it. That was like horrible. But you never know. Kitty cam. The pussy cam is coming. We just haven't got around to it. Need a new shelf. Tripod has returned. I'm going from an Extrafy M1, MZ1. Okay, it's quite a thin mouse, that T-bags. Glass skates. Is it wired one power cord to the X2 V2 wireless? You got a similar hand to me, man. Do you not find the MZ1 a bit narrow then? Cute creature. Nightmare. She's lost a leg. Love this mouse so sick, Coolio. It is indeed. It is indeed. Wow. Can I finish what I'm doing? Oh man, you can sit there. Really? You just messed up. Well, take it. Just put it all nice and laid out. I'll have to wait for a bit. Cats, exactly. Go. Right, calm down. Just get my cup of tea. I'm just going to carry on stroking you. You think you regret it? Nope, I'm not a fan of this MZ1 at all. The only thing I like about the MZ1 is the button switch combo. Other than that, I think it's a weird shape. It's going to give people RSI for sure. I'm getting the Beast X Mini next week. Can't wait. Should be good. The bearded... Whoa. What's that? Bogan? The Beardio... Cheers, mate. I don't know. I don't think you'll regret it. What size is your hand, though? Stop knocking everything around. Will you sit down? Borgia? Beard's a bit trimmed today. It's short. Mister, I got to cut it back. She's telling me off. Looks so white now. Santa's beard. I'm going to carry on now. You finished? Yeah, can we carry on? Oh, little phantom stump. You need a phantom stump? Go stretch this side, can you? Get off it. No, I'm stroking away on it now. Let's come here. Come here. What you done, man? Up to everything. God damn. Right, can I carry on now? Get enough attention. Good. Finished? I'm so close to finishing it. So close. What solder should I buy if I'm only going to use it for switches on mice? Anything reasonable, mate. I won't move too much lead free, so I use different ones, whatever's going cheap. It's just whatever I find cheap. Have a bit of flux in it if you want, but generally go lead free. 0.5 mil, I think, generally use, or 0.8 this is. But yeah. I can't finish because you're in the way. G-Wolf's coming out with a 25-gram mouse. At what point is it too light? I don't know if there is a point, is there, Anthony? Personal preference. I presume it's fingertip, so... If it's wireless at 25 grams, could be pretty cool. But haven't people been doing that recently? Chucking out, like... Is it Optimum Tech and a load of other people have done them. Like these mice that are off the pretty small, so it's all personal preference. With an end game taping the sensor to my palm. I'm waiting for it to be integrated into your hand. Like some kind of glove maybe with it on, like a sensor. I don't know. Weight's just personal preference. There's no weight too heavy, no weight too light. It's your personal choice. I need to do weight reductions because that's what I like. But I could do weight enhancements. But it's down to what you want. Like, I find that the light of the mouse, if you've got shaky hands, which I can have from like drinking and stuff, especially on like a day after, sniping can be quite difficult at long range if you've got to be very precise. Well, I've not had any issues with Tarkov with this, for instance. But sometimes if you've got to be really, really precise at a distance, it can be quite difficult with a lighter mouse. It tends to pass through your hand movements a bit easier, whereas a heavier one tends to absorb them. So it just depends what you want. But I find the light ones are easier to flick than the heavier ones. Fine, lie down. They're designing pens now. I've seen them, yeah. Pen just looks weird, don't you think? I've seen people trying to use them. It's bizarre. A pen, I don't know. I'm an old school person with mice. I don't think the pen's the right way. I think maybe something more integrated with your hand, perhaps. But a pen's a bit weird. You're just going to end up with RSI like holding like this all day. Like, you can get weird tendon things. Like touchpads, aren't they? Can you please test if the mouse will work without a battery wired? Okay, one sec. We get a cable. My cat's going to be upset. Back one sec. Still should work with that side buttons, we'll see. Follow me. Can't show you on there, but I'll try here. Just give me a sec. Put the cable. Stalker. Power's on. We have power. Yep, looks like it does. Yeah, works. Why you'd ever want to run a mouse wired, I have no idea, but yep. If you must take the battery out, make it lighter, yes. And as we distracted over there, let's carry on. No worries. I was curious myself, people always asking me. The Titan one fingertip mouse looks dope. The Titan one fingertip. I think I've seen that. So, one battery. Put the stuff back because my cat's destroyed the place. So, I bought the Beast X. I hope it's good. Yep, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. A lot of people are buying it given no one's really seen the company before. It is using a smaller JST connector. It looks like a 1mm, not a 1.5 or 1.25. They've got a custom B-set cover, but like all of them, they're all using a generic battery. .2 grams. But it is a 300 milliamp battery with more of a hidden. It's got a better cover on for the better cover on for the temperature stuff, and they've also got a grey wire, not white. Tried to dim the colour maybe, but I still like to see these covered in a sheath. But Maybe there is some law against it, I don't know. At least it's not as bright as the Ultralight Axe. £5. Nice. And then it's got this little tray on the back. And then 4 screws, it looks like. But again, the same screwdriver. No changes in screwdrivers, which is good. It's the same screw, looks like it, I'd say it is. Yep. And it's slightly thinner. It's got a slightly thinner post than, say, the PCB, than the rear ones and stuff like that. They are a different screw, but the same screwdriver. How's the build quality compared to some of the other magnesium mice? It's good. There's a little bit of like a click on the side of it. Other than that, it's been very good. I don't find any other issues with it. No complaints other than that. I do find a play with the click. Maybe putting it back together might take that away. We'll have to see when we put it back together. Was that playing Among Us? Right. Alright, bye. Goodbye. Yeah, so far good. Seems pretty, like, even for 40 grams, it's decent thickness, like in terms of, like, it's not got much flex in it, if any. Did a good job on the magnesium. Maybe they thinned it out compared to something like the Starlight 12, I don't know. Need to take the Pulsar one, not Pulsar, Ponies one apart as well. Saw my live stream on the VX Dragonfly one, this one. I don't know if I like the, something about it, I don't know what it is, but it's certainly cheaper than a Pulsar, but I still prefer the Pulsar, I think. But we shall see. They definitely tried to trim out the score wheel. They've done a good job, I say, doing the weight on this. There's probably a little bit of weight out of it. We might get a gram or 2 more out of it, but it's so light. It's good size, not too small either. But it is one piece, so some people might prefer rubber, so you don't mind it. But you can't change the... Probably a little bit slippy if you got sweaty fingers, maybe. Maybe we could find a replacement. That back post looks quite thin. Considering putting the new switches in my mouse, is there a light switch that's super tactile? What, mechanical? And I like the Japanese on ones. For what light switch, that would be my go-to, or maybe a Hoanu pink dot. Oh, the cat is definitely picking up a lot of hair. You can see that even from that 2 weeks of use. But we've seen worse. Nice little tiny PCB of this. People said the battery isn't good. Would you recommend upgrading it? On 4K, Kev 1, is it? Maybe on 4K, but on 1K it's been fine. 4K, I mean, it's only 300 milliamps, so it will get destroyed, but you'll get a day out of it. You could upgrade it if you don't mind a bit more weight. How small this PCB is. This has got some potential modding, but it's a lot of expensive mouse just to mod it. And you've got something like the Dragonfly BGN. So it's using the Omron Ops and Mech ones. These are the lighter version. which is why I like them. These are probably one of the better ones, but they sound a bit dead pressed on themselves, but overall they feel pretty nice in this mouse. Maybe a little bit too light for me. I've been accidentally firing. But it's a nicely optimized PCB. Isn't it? What cat? No, I've struck you for 20 minutes. Go away. We'll get this finished. Stop it. Oh my days. Yeah, sit there. Like, I don't think I'd use this for modding just purely because there's some other cheaper options out there. But this is definitely their own PCB. I haven't seen this PCB around. Looks like a cat is so cute. She's been cuddled already. You have to wait now. I'll never get anything done. You're obsessed. I'll show you in a sec. That's what the high pitches. Struck me. Maybe 11mm encoder. Oh my days. Come on. What's that hashtag PCB? Stop squealing. 8 grams. No, don't sit down. No. No. Don't sit down. No. No. Sit there. Sit there. That's fine there. Perfect there. Yeah, that's great. Sit down. Yeah, that's that. Well done. What soldering station should you get? If you're just going to change one switch,
balls of steel.
And it's up to you. There's loads of different ones. Just get one you can adjust the heat on, because you want to start low. This is the medium one, this, not the mini. Happy now? Look at the base. Tried to take a little bit of weight out of the base, even with these little milled bits, but got a bit of a pulsar thing going on the bottom. So it's across, it's a bit like a pulsar Starlight 12, I guess, and a Viper SE kind of theme, this mouse. Still pretty firm base. I didn't take the feet off it, did I? Just realised. I can't see. What's that? People say the battery isn't good. I think I answered that, didn't I? Okay, you left. Right, okay. I mean, on 1K it's fine. 4K, it's only a 300 milliamp. I mean, depends. Yeah, it's a 40 gram mouse. We can't expect much. It's got a 300 milliamp battery in it, which is probably the biggest one I've seen in a mouse that's this light. It depends what you're going to run. you're running 4K, I mean, you'll get a day out of it. Should do. Do you need any more than a day? Won't be too bothered. You get a day out of it, I won't be bothered. That's enough. What's your opinion about the reliability of the 3395 compared to the Hero sensor? Seems okay. I still rate Logitech sensors as being the best, but I think it's certainly decent. I've not heard of any complaints. Are those FM side buttons on the left? These little ones, you mean? These are the on-run ones. They're the side buttons, like the mini ones, micro ones. No, the super light definitely lasts longer. Logitech's battery tech and efficiency on the sensors is better than anyone. Logitech's it probably lasts half as long as a Logitech Superlight on 1K. Logi's well up there. Take his feet off. No one compares to Logitech. Right, stop it. But the actual side buttons. No, but the actual side buttons. Does that have a dust encoder? Nope, it's just a standard gold TTC. These ones, you mean? Some cats dancing around. My main screen is flickering. Oh, rip. Yeah, goodbye GPU. You've been clocking up. Can I solder another battery to that mouse? Yeah, you could put a 150 milliamp on it if you want. Sure. 100 milliamp even entirely if you want. They are small bugs, agreed. I was saying that's one of the things I wasn't particularly happy with. Is one is how small they are, and two, how far forward they are on the mouse because of the PCB. It's one of the things I don't like about it. Isn't the no dust encoder going to cause score with bums feature? Most of my start have dust covers. I prefer them to have dust, but I mean, it's the look of the draw, mate. Yeah and no. Sometimes they get a bit gritty. It's not guaranteed, but it depends. This cat. What? Why are you never happy? You happy now? I'm actually running out of light fluid. How come it looks like it gets stuck when I only use 4 dots? Because the dots dig in. It's one of the things I hate about dot skates or small skates, is that they always dig in. If you got a soft pad, then that'd be why. These weren't, well, they don't look to be rounded. It's a bit of a shame. They'll definitely catch on a more grippier pad. Although they've been okay. They're a little bit sharp at first. But they've certainly smoothed a little bit now. I've been using them for a bit. Taking away 20 grams. Oh, 0.2 grams, sorry. Got a little dimple in the case there. Is 4 dots optimal on a mouse, or should I add more? It's up to you, Vonic. Is it? Vonkadoodle? It depends. If you feel like it's not smooth enough, then perhaps add more. It's kind of I'd start with 4, and then I'd change it depending if you feel they're catching or you're not getting enough glide. I personally prefer bigger skates. I prefer fuller skates. Like the full skates in these would probably be my preference, not the dots. I really left the dots on because I just wanted to test them. So. If this GPU dies, we'll lose a mod, Bob. You're not getting a new GPU. You think it's going to die? Could be your monitor, mate. Maybe potato. You've been overclocking it. Can't lose use there. 4 works for you if you place them right. It looks like X. It depends on the pad. If you've got a much firmer pad, you can run much smaller skates, and like a glass pad, you could easily just run 4 dots. If you've got a really like a artisan soft, you'll need more than dots. It'll just dig in. Oh, got stickers on. Yeah, I forgot about that. Don't think we're going to be able to weigh this, but morbid curiosity. We did have a gram label once. Was that a razor we got it? This is never going to be like that. A priority register. Oof. Yeah, it can be rough if your GPU dies potato. Maybe it's just getting a bit hot. Sometimes you get dusty, mate. Check the fans. That's what I would do. Beast. I like the name of this, to be fair. Doesn't even register. We said it wouldn't. To relay all this out, my cat's destroyed the place. And then finally the base. Now we've got around to it. Here you go. So we could definitely trim out some of this for it to do a weight mod. I'm not going to do a destructive weight mod on this. Sorry, just deafened you. Leaning towards my mic. Probably the heaviest bit, I'd say, the base. No, maybe not. 7.5 grams. 7. Ta-da! There we go. Taken apart. How you doing, Luz? Luz, is it? How you doing? Hello. Got some more for glass pads, exactly. If you have a soft pad, they will dig in. You have a 3370 since 2020. 2021. Might just need a bit of a clean potato. Because you get a bit of dust in there, it might be getting hot. Check the temps. Et voila. The beefsteak's taken apart. What my thoughts on it? Overall build quality, I think it's built really well. This is decent. They've done certainly a very good job of taking a lot of the weight out. Look at all the cat hair. Very good job of taking all the cat hair out of it. Very good job of taking, very good job of building it. The encoder is an issue people keep mentioning. It's not got a dust cover. A lot of mice have that though, to be fair. I personally like them with a bit of a dust cover. Can get a little bit gritty. It's using the better Onto Mex from On1. It's got the lighter ones, which is good. Side buttons, okay. Could do the full size ones, but everyone goes for the smaller ones because they want to reduce the weight. And the front side buttons are a little bit too far forward for me, but yeah. Was that, you're not going to lie, I kind of like a magnesium mouse like this one. Yeah, I mean, you have to remember Superlight, it's got Logitech behind it. WLMouse has no brand, so people are going to be a bit wary, but for the first mouse, this is good. A bit like all the other manufacturers that are coming out, it's well built. I think it's probably a little bit up there in the price range, but magnesium's not cheap. It's hard to manufacture, so. But I'd say the build quality on this is better than the Starlight 12. So. What's that? Do I watch Auto Alex? A man of culture. Potato. I've never heard of it. What is it? We'll do a light weight reduction on it. I think I've got a battery. That's the problem we have. I don't want to do I don't want to damage it. I just want to use it in terms of review it properly. Use like a light review. Get all my desk set up this week. And we'll do some proper review stuff again. Automotive channel, is it? Oh, automotive. Podcast, quite funny. I watch quite a lot of automotive stuff on YouTube, but like car rebuilds and stuff, but doesn't ring a bell, that one. I don't really listen to podcasts. I don't commute anymore, so. And even then I didn't really. So. Is it worth watching? Is it like car renovation stuff, or is it like new cars, stuff like that coming out? But like Top Gear. I miss Top Gear. I used to love Top Gear. The OG Top Gear, not the one they tried to put together. I didn't like Grand Tour either, really, because I felt like they were just trying to mess around too much. when I was more interested in like the cars. Yeah, baby. Take a picture of this actually. Phone's got to get charged these days. Too much junk on my desk. Right, I think it's time to see what we can do. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi or Ronaldo? What a question. I'd have to say Messi, I think. I think he's slightly better than Ronaldo, but they're both very good. And I live in Manchester. After watching the G Pro Superlight weight reduction video, I'm thinking of doing it soon. I like it, Tyler. I like it. Just take it in little bits to make sure you're happy with it. Make sure you're happy with what you're getting out of it. So I'm afraid I mess up things. Hard to buy a new shell for it. Yeah, I'd probably avoid doing the shell, just do the base. That might be hard to buy one for. Check on AliExpress, you might find one on there. Maybe. Depends, the Superlight 1, is it? You talking about there? I find some parts for that now. Keep your eye on my shop, shop.billybob.com. I've got a load of bits, so I might put some shells up, but I don't have that many, and I'm not sure I'm going to do it because I like having the spares, so we'll see. But I need to get rid of some stuff out of my room because I am overrun with stuff. My missus is going nuts. 3D printing is coming. I'm a Mancunian, I certainly am, sir. What's that? He tabbed out. Oh, hang on. What's this? Sorry, yeah, potato. What caught up? The GPU is dying 100%. When I get a game, FPS goes to 5. Tab out 250. Sounds like it's getting a bit rough. Is it making any... Check the heat on it, potato. Check the heat, baby. See if it's melting. Could be a driver issue, mate. Right. So, let's see what we can do with a non-destructive weight mod on the Beast X. This is a medium one. Weighs in at 39.6 stock. And we'll see what we can do. So let's put the feedback on. Updated the drives after 3 months. By accident. You got hustled by the driver, mate. That's probably the problem then, mate. There've been better drivers recently, but it'll be that NVIDIA driver, mate. Don't do it. It's like on one of my PCs, Windows is trying to troll me to get Windows 11 on it, and I'm like, nope. I'm actually going to have to rebuild my my main gaming one at the minute again. You know, it's built the other week for Tarkov, just keeps being playing up. I thought originally it was my firewall, but it's not. It was blocking HTTPS traffic, but it's still not working, so it's driving me insane. I need to put the VME 2TB Super's told me on I got on the Amazon Prime Day, was it? I put the feet back on. We'll leave the sticker off. That'd be silly to put that extra weight on. I'm expecting about a gram's worth of weight reduction on this, by the way. We won't be hacking this onto pieces like we did to the Ultralight X. You've not seen what happened to that? It got some treatment. Wasn't a little deal. It was indeed, Soups. It was indeed. Right. Well, we're definitely have to put the mains back in. Pretty tight. I think we'll probably get away with one screw, not two. Every little bit counts. What are we reckoning? It's 39.6. What do you think we're going to get it down to? I am going to try and change the battery as well. So I have to account for that. I mean, there's not much we can leave out of it, to be fair. We'll go with the side buttons first. Maybe, I reckon we might get 3 grams tops out of it. That'd be my guess. Take the side buttons out, we might get a little bit more. We'll try them in first. I hate these cables, can I remember the way around? It's that way. Don't know if I'll be on. Music stopped as well. I don't know if I'll be on this Friday, but I will be Saturday, Sunday. I'll be streaming Tarkov, testing some mice. Only because might be having poking at with my mates. But we'll be doing the giveaway on Saturday. If I don't do it Friday, Friday's not guaranteed yet, but if not, it'll be Saturday. Wait, side buttons are not onto the PCB. Nope, they're ribbon cable attached. You would have thought they need to move them back a little bit or make them slightly bigger, like you say. The tune's gone, man. Yeah, not part of the PCB. But we're testing some. I might test a new pulsar on stream this week. I don't know. I need to try a keyboard. I got a few keyboards to test as well. I need to build some keyboards. Carrot's not here. We'll be building some keyboards again on stream. It's been a while. I'm doing that. Put it in here first, Bob. So we'll put it in like this, and then we'll see what we can get, and then we'll take the side buttons out and fill the bits. And then I've got a few mice to mod, but this will give us an idea. Found an old, what was that? Autoria yesterday? Autoria? Oh, I didn't read that right. What's that, sir? Can't hear the music. I'll turn it down too much. Maybe I'll turn it down too much. Sounds a bit loud. Back. You roll back the driver, Potato. Dulux M800 Ultra. What do you think about that mouse? Decent. I've got one. I don't know if I've actually tested that. Maybe I should test that. Can't remember if I have a look, see if I tested it on stream. I normally test mice on Fridays when I'm gaming. Also in Valorant, but now we've flicked to Tarkov. I'm preferring again at the minute. So, yeah. Yes. Got any music? It's weird. You hear music? Just me. What mouse do you use? Lows at the minute? I think it's coming through the stream. So. Weird. Oh, there is music, but it's not working, so I'll ignore it for now. Right, let's put some screws in. I don't think we need any screws on the rear. I'm just going to put them in the front. A little micro bit helps. Ever heard about seal shields? Seal shield? It's not a gaming mouse company, but it's interesting. Never heard of it? What do they do? One thing I didn't realise is, where's the antenna? Oh, that's what I didn't do. Look at the MCU. I forgot. You didn't tell me. Takes out a quick sec. Washable, fully waterproof mouse made of silicone. Interesting. Never heard of it. I'll send a link on Discord or something. Let's check out the MCU, that's what I forgot to do. To remind me on the processor. So it's got the PAW 3395 DM, it's T6QU. I'm sure you can use the Nordic, but let's have a look. This is hard to read. My eyes. Get my microscope up. Here's the Nordic, it's the N5 2840, so the Nordic one. If you're interested, so using some good components as well. They advertise it, them just putting it in the dishwasher. Dorito! See you, mate. This reminds him of a stripper in Amsterdam. She was a beast. I bet. Had a good week, mate. Right, back to what we're doing. 2 screws in, a PCB. You gonna stag do there or something, mate, or just nip over some brownies? Whoa, whoa. Lose some hair in my cap. See anywhere, cat? Screw's gone forever. It's gone. We've got some spares. Yep, Tarkov this week. Might be 24, might be closed. Might be a full 24-hour stream, but I think I'm going to be ripping it this week. Like I say, Friday. Not sure I'll be streaming. I think I might be playing poker, but we'll see. With my mates, but if not, I'll be on. Definitely Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The missus is away. Cattle. 2 screws, basically, and then I'm going to leave that off. I mean, not saving much here. The only way you're going to save here is if you do the mouse mod, which you have to put it using a donor mouse. See, this is like the normal size JST, and this is all now using the small one, which is always a bit of pain. You're away from Monday for 3 weeks. You sailing the seas, mate. So basically, I'm not going to cut my battery because I need it, but give you an idea of the weight. I could use a 150 milliamp one. Like this one, 300, 150. But you'd have to cut the cable, the JST, or find one with a smaller JST, which I don't have handy. This would be the weight difference. Stock one, and then the modded one. Definitely a few grams out. Obviously, you can lose some battery. Okay, checking it out, mate. Taking you for a spin. Are they wrapped? They're not wrapped in like a case. We took it off before. This is what it sits in. They're not wrapped. It's got a sticky cover. Oh, you're back in the server, baby. All expenses 3 weeks though, mate. Nice. It's gonna be tidy. And the cable. Let's put the cable back in because we're gonna pull it in and out so much. I don't like taking the cables off. Let's see what we get out of this. You are gonna have to screw it because there's not very good clips. We can do the side button screw out. A few mice to mod afterwards. Lodges as always. Super Light 2. The 502. So obviously you can't get the cover now. This is with the buttons. What do we reckon? I'm going to say 37.6. What's your bets? Oh, close. We were close. What if we take the side buttons off then, so people can see what they can do? If you so wished. I like the side buttons. I like to use them anyway, but not everybody does. Some people even don't use the scroll wheel. A little bit extreme, but who am I to judge? Cat's going nuts. So no side buttons. Obviously you've got to change your connector on the battery, but it's got to be 35. I'm going 35 grams. Place your bets. Oh, nearly 36. 45, 36. Close. So you could probably drop 5 grams off it if you didn't want to have side buttons. I mean, would I save the extra 2 grams for trimming out the battery? I wouldn't. I'd probably leave the 300 milliamp in it, to be fair. I don't think it's worth it. We could go a bit more extreme and start chopping it. There's certainly some bits to chop, and we will do that at one point, but we're not going to do it today because I've only got one of them at the minute. So, interesting. I have to get a mini. Give that a spin as well. But, yeah, I don't know. You're going to sit there, you're going to mod it, I reckon? Right, let's put it back together. And we'll do some mods on mice. Definitely don't upgrade this tape. I can see that 100%. I got mine actually anyway. I don't see it definitely coming apart. How easy is it to fix post, travel and side buttons on this mouse? On this one? It won't be easy, so post travel is always difficult. You always have to add a bit extra like post on it, ironically, or something to stop it going past. You do pre-travel, post will be difficult. You could do pre-travel so there's a little post left, but you'll probably find you're making the buttons very sensitive. Have you got a lot of post travel in yours? These were pretty good on mine, but they certainly don't have a buffer or anything, so I imagine some of them maybe. Or if you've got heavy press, perhaps. So finicky these covers. And nothing. Oh, the music is cool. Right. Oh, you mean pre-travel? It'll be easy. I'll show you. You can basically use the tape method. So. Post is awkward. This battery back is awkward. So we've got to do pre. We've tried to do it if you look here. They've added this extra like little bit on it. But you can basically just put a bit of like a plaster across there, a little bit, or tape, very, very thin. And you can just pile it up. I'll probably put one first, see how it is, and then just keep layering it. I won't go over two, but and then that'll basically close the gap between the button and the switch. Or you can actually just like, you can just bend them gently, like something like that. And just be very gentle, you will snap them because they're very thin, but you can bend them and they'll hold the position normally. But you might bend them too much that then they're against the switch. You can bend them back and you can snap them. Be delicate. Because you won't find any replacements apart from the company that made it. Or WLMouse. What's that? Got you my front side button feels awful. I've got like dead mushy, is it? Like pushing quite a bit. Interesting. It's probably just come off a little bit off the switch. If you open it up, because it's fair, it's got two screws, long as you put the bigger skates on, just take a look. You'll be able to see, shall you? You look down inside here, you'll be able to see how close it is to the switch. I can see mine's very good. Same here. Yours is probably further back. If it's got a lot of mush, that'll be a bigger gap. So you need to close that gap either with tape or by bending it. Just see whether it's in its right socket and stuff, maybe. I'll give them a shout if they'll send anyone out. That's basically what's causing it. Yes. What? Any room as well? Telling me. Just switch back and then tight. Reminds me of my old WLMouse ergos. That side one's hooked into the mouse. I think WLMouse has always struggled with its side button design. It's still like toys off probably. I don't know why they didn't show it out. They've tried to improve it now and then, which I think is their best version. Definitely. It's a bit tight in that shell. It's weird that one music. We did lose my PCB screws. I'm sure I'll come across it. What? No, give me a sec. I'll get you back in. Let's go to the bedroom then. I'm assuming or out the door because she doesn't like using the cat flap, even though it's there. Be patient. Where's that? Good morning, sir, from Indonesia. Hey, Faris. Hello. So, yeah, 1:40 in the morning for me, UK, on Thursday. I don't know what day it is. This is not an easy ribbon cable to put back in at all. Definitely not 140. Oh yeah, sorry, 1240. Cheers, Sue. It's late. Back in. Thought I said 140. So hungry. We tell you how much someone sideswiped my car this week and then drove off. Well, overtaking us basically. They rammed into us. It was a head-on car. Luckily, I just got the reg by chasing them down. It still didn't stop. We were going absolutely mental. So we've got that fun to sort out this week. That's why I've been occupied. Right, give me a sec. Wait a minute. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. Where? Oh, back a sec. Let me go. Let's go. Look, turn out to bring you over. And then your window will be up. I'm going to be only 3 feet. You got one. Stupid position. Alright, go. Robbie. Cats. We after the weight reduction. We've already done a non-destructive one, Matthias. We won't be doing a destructive one because we only got one. for now. So I'll get a spare one and then I'll do one. Result was 36.58 or something without the side buttons. 37.5 with the battery swap for 150 milliamp, but with the side buttons. I want to ask, what do you think about the Ramo Shark M3S? Tried the M3, not the M3S. M3 seemed good, yeah. Somewhere. I might have the M3S downstairs. I'll have to have a look. I'd say it probably won't bother Matthew since you really want to take the weight out of it. Maybe 36 you might notice. Because it's 20%. Maybe you need to, it's 39.6 grams on stock. We should try to weight reduce the MPO1S wireless cut to 55 G's. And pardon myself. Good weight reduction, that's there. Not bad. Nicely done. Does it still like a mouse? Should buy the Atom Palm and try it. I actually have one. Someone sent me one. I'm trying to get one for a while. I just haven't tried it yet. I have a lot of mice to get through that I've not looked at for a while. Right, super like 12 within there. 12? Oh my days. 1 PM when it's not. Just having this is that the whole room. Mains are not good though. The mains. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my days. You have the WL Mini as well. Nope, only the medium. G-Wolves, baby. Let me just check what we're doing to this. Can't remember. 1 second. I think we're just tweaking the side button mush. Maybe the mains. Do that as well. Bit rough. Blah, blah, blah. We're changing to Kale side buttons. Recharge function switching to Chaos. Okay. Fair enough. I'll do the main feature. We can't leave it like that. It's pretty minging that. It's so bad. Pretty much how my mates. How bad is that? Look at that. You see at the higher front, I can basically touch the front nearly. Over here it's a little bit better. That's still pretty. Kind of there, the switch. Oh, there's a switch. It's there. You can definitely bottom that out if you wanted. It's insane. Might need some more lighter fluid. It's a crime that Logitech don't fix that travel. It's a crime. When would you like reminding? Just do what then? I've actually forgotten what you're supposed to be reminding me about. That's how bad my memory is at the minute. Oh, Zippo fluid. Right, okay. So I'm getting old. Probably tomorrow morning. So I can remember to order something like in the daytime. It was. my memory soups, it is bad. Split, not too bad. I have never seen someone using lighter fluid to remove skates. So, yeah. Comes off okay. You get a little bit of glue, but generally pulls them off. Logitechs aren't the easiest. You can use isopropyl. People will say it'll tarnish the plastic. Now, depends on the mouse. Sometimes, maybe on the older ones it used to, but ABS is pretty good. But if you want to put them back on, and this is the way, and this is even like, it's not guaranteed to be well. I did a test where I did like hair dryers and ripped them off. Manually, we had 3 mice, overheated them so we could melt them using heat to take off the adhesive, which I used to do early on. Light fluid's been a better way. There's many ways to take them off, but depends what you want to do. Depends what you want to do. Bye-bye. Any oven bugs. I think we've got no music. How did you do that? Okay, so there's a little bit of stickiness, but I mean, these aren't the best. You can see here. Focus. It's starting to split because dual skate from Logi. So, I mean, I'd replace them all the time. So, I just dig my nail and rip it off. You can do that, mate. That's fine. That works. How many bottles do you have? What, this stuff? That's literally lasted me, I reckon, what do you reckon? How long have I been using that for? 3 years? Still a bit in it. I reckon 3 years, mate. Oops, split it with me around. Have you weight reduced the outset? I have, but I'll be doing one next week, so keep your eye out on streams. You'll definitely see one of the new 4K should be next week. What's that time? The Pro 2, the first one, every few minutes when the Pro 2 was out. You bought the Pro 2, oh, you bought the Starlight 12, Starlight V1 did you, Kyle, and then the 2 came out. And the Optomex in it, 2K sensor maybe. Is it worth it? I don't know. No worries, carp. Carp. We'll be checking it and taking a look at it. Interesting to see. The V1 and V2, there's not much in it. You got 2K sensor, you got the Optomex. I mean, I prefer the. I think 1K is plenty at the minute. I don't understand what people are still going on about 4K and 8K and stuff. I think I was answering that, yeah, Tyler, SP1, Superlight 1, Superlight 2, is it worth it? I wouldn't bother if you've got Superlight 1, to be honest. They're the same weight, so unless you want the Optomex switches, which I think are not as nice. The thing is, if you got a stock Superlight 1, you got the on 20 mils. It's between, if you want Optomex switches, which are a little bit crispier, to be fair in this, than the stock on 120, sorry. But you can put better switches in the Superlight 1 if you want to. Yeah, this is a commission, this card. Yep. So for someone, not for me. Will the on-run Japan switches fit in my HTX Ace? Yes, they should do. Samto. Slamto, not Slam. Tongue getting tired. Slamto. I've liked your name before, didn't I? Slamto. Logitech is backwards and has batteries on the top. I don't hate them on the top. This is cool. Glad you're liking it. Your own, is it? A bit different, isn't it? There's plenty of stuff on there. If you like gaming stuff, this is the place to be. You see Logi took some of the design of the Superlight 2 from what we were modding it for the last 20 years. Good to see they're actually paying attention. Stick it back on. But yeah, S Superlight 1 versus 2 Superlight 2 upgrade. It comes down to the switches, and if you want 2K, for me 2K is overrated, like 4K and 8K in my opinion. But the main thing is I prefer to change my switches, and you can't, there's only one other option for the Superlight 2. That didn't really change much. We're planning on doing a Vaxi comms. Do a few, yeah. Keep your eye out for them. I don't always show every single one, but there is some for sure. Yeah. I don't always do Logitech, but it seems to be always Logitech recently. I've actually got a few others to do. Got some stuff to do next. This week and next week there is a 3D print one coming. So I know Supes don't believe me, but we are going to do a MX 518 and a G703 hybrid. Be quite interesting. Plan to do next week. Excited. Do that on stream. Let's get my room fixed properly. How does Shaz like the 703? Don't know. You tell me, as he said. We changed it straight away. I think he actually came back after chat. You provide feedback, a lot of people don't. So that's a good sign on that, I don't know. On this one, we're just changing the side switches from the on ones to They changed the encoder actually. Do you see that on this later version? I keep forgetting to tell people. On the original Superlight 2, they had the standard silver TTC. Now they've got the blue covers on. They changed it. They changed it. Same thing on here, these side buttons. It's a little bit mushy, like that's probably the plunger a little bit, but it's not very good. Quite a bit of movement. You can just tighten this screw. These ones, you can actually get them a little bit tighter without tape. The encoder feels like poo, does it? Which one have you got, Coolio? We got the TTC Silver. Can you tell? The one they originally used in this version. For some reason, they switched it. And they changed it. They didn't tell anyone. I was like, I bought a different Superlight 2. I was like, that's the same encoder. Say where? You haven't opened. Oh, when did you get it? Was it one of the very early ones? If it was one of the really early ones, it would be a silver TTC. Oh, show. It was in December. It's probably a kale one, is it? Or TTC blue. It's not a kale. I think it's kale, but it's a TTC blue with a dust cover. But it depends where you got it from. It could be the older stock, so it's difficult to say. What's the serial number? Here's the serial number on this one. Compare it to that one version wise. This is a 2330. See how it dates to it. Okay. Okay, man's in a deep sleep, you wake him up like that. Right, okay, well, enjoy. Don't wake me up in the morning.
Pardon?
Don't wake me up in the morning.
Why?
Well, yeah, I've got to be up for work, haven't I? But, I mean, in terms of like, if you're going out earlier.
Well, I've got the doctor at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, don't wake me up.
Are you not coming away?
No, watch out for that parking warden. They'll be waiting for you. Why don't I come with you?
I don't know. Because I walk down and get still but come back.
Me. Maybe.
A week ago.
What PM? Bye.
Fine.
See you in a bit. You need a mouse, you have a lot in the wall, that's right. We can only do like selecting mice, there's a lot more than that. There's like tons there. I've got 270 something. You see my video on YouTube of how many mice I've got a lot. I kept finding more. There's a date on it, it does indeed QD. Look at the bottom, it's got a serial number, it tells you when it was made. What's the best switch these days for the G Pro X? Superlight 1, because the Superlight 2 you can only have this switch, or the one that's in that one, like a lighter version, it's a bit heavier. But it comes down to what you prefer, like you want a heavy click, a light click, it's up to you. Optomech, not Optomech, I prefer not Optomech. Everybody's going Optomech, they actually feel okay in that piece for that. For the one. I still prefer heavy switch, KL4, light switch, Japanese Omron, or I'm starting to like the Horanu pink shell translucent blue ones. But there's a lot of decent switches now, but yeah, that's what I'd look at. Latency, I wouldn't even worry. There's very little in it, even against the Optomech and the normal switch. Like these are sub 1 millisecond, the normal one. The Optomech's like 0.03 millisecond allegedly, but we can't even tell. We're not a Terminator. There's a lot more things causing you problems than the switch latency, trust me. A lot. That's right, yeah. Blue shell, white dot, 0.4 mil. I need to do an updated one, to be fair. It'll be interesting, but I mean, latency is just it's so close. You won't really notice. But I'd personally pick over the switch over speed in terms of latency because it is minimum. Negligible with your notice, let's say. I'd go for the feel. Which one feels the nicest? You want a good click, you know what I mean? I'm all about the click, baby. No, brain latency. That's what I've got today. Let's change these side switches up. Things get everywhere. Don't have cats. Got too many. I say don't buy cats. Most of my rescues. That pork looked good, those soups. Looking forward to making myself some pork. Mrs. is away this weekend, so we're going to do some pork belly. I'll follow your little recipe. Appreciate that, man. Walk weird there, it's because all the mice are around. Tidy this place up. I got my digital microscope I'm not put in place yet. You can see better. Wow. This is a delicate operation. Take your time. Just have a longer cable this thing. Let's move it. Be yourself. Let go. Extraction achieved. That's what you're playing at the moment, Soups. Say you finished. Was it Star? I don't know. Starfield? On it. I'd like to play that, but I'm never going to have the time. This one. Mountain Dew. Citrus flavor. Don't really see the thrill about Mountain Dew. It tastes alright. I mean, okay. To me, it tastes like Sprite. Maybe not quite as fizzy, though. Sprite's better. Red Bull. I used to have Red Bull when I was younger. Red Bull and vodka I used to have, but too old for it now. I feel like have a heart attack. Go out drinking and then late at night when I was like just before like after I got bored of beer and stuff, clubbing it and stuff, then I'd have like Red Bull and vodka. And as I got older now I have gin. It's like a transition in age, but I used to have a lot of Red Bull and vodka. Had it for years. Quite like Jaeger bombs and vodka. Jaeger bombs and Red Bull. The orange dots looks like the Paul Sykes TV optical switches. They are indeed the same. So I think the Superlight had them first. In fact, the one that had it first was the Logitech 502X. An absolute immense amount of free travel. First pint in a month tomorrow. You do actually on dry January, did you, mate? Tell you what, I have been out all week, all month, like absolutely smashing it. Not intentionally, it's just been crazy. Yeah, I couldn't do dry January. And this was trying to get me to do like vegetarian Jan as well, something like that. I'm not into it. Probably just veggie and Jan. I get it's too hard for me to cope with it, I mean. Give the old liver a break. Yeah. I'm out tomorrow though for Thirsty Thursday. Actually, I'm out today. We've got Thirsty Thursday with my mates. We all gather. All the missus letting them out. My missus is pretty sweet. She lets me do what I want, but we got kids and stuff. So we go out on Thursdays. It's the boys. Yeah, is the rugby this week? You watching the? Or are you going to watch the Super Bowl? I'm not going to watch it, but my missus likes American football. I think it's more to do with the players before. Not the easiest chocolate. My finest solder in that. Nice and clicky. Nice and clicky. Oops. Would you normally drink soups? Can't remember. You told me once. In fact, what does everyone drink? So you're on Red Bull Bugs. Your favourite one? Do you like Monster? I don't like Monster. Monster seems like so much. Do you know what I mean? Like Red Bull's like a good hit. Monster's like there's a lot of Monster. It's like never ending. Are you drinking it? I was saying, what do you normally drink? Soups? What are you having this week? Monsters are sweet as hell. Yeah. Remind me of Lil. Remember, do you ever have Lil? Told you the Tropical Man. We used to probably do the accent, but okay, English drink. Reminds me of that. That's what Monster one of them does. Reminds me of Lil. Really funny. Transferred your phone. Shut that leak. Mango Loco. Is that what it's called? Should be open. Mango Loco. Could be that one. Might be Guinness. Yeah, boy. Tomorrow night's Guinness, baby. I'm supposed to be having a poker night on Friday with my mates, but I don't know. I've said come round, but we're out tomorrow night, so I don't really think most of them. A few of them have said they've got the pass to come out 2 nights in the run. Don't know if they will. So I might be on or not tomorrow. I don't know. Like streaming tomorrow night. Oh no, Friday night. Sorry. I might see me tomorrow night a little bit worse for wear, but. If I'm not on Friday, I'll be on Saturday. I'll do the giveaway on Saturday, because when you watch me on Twitch, you earn points, and those points turn to prizes on a Friday normally. But I'll move it till Saturday if I'm not here. I might actually give away a mouse this week. I'm not decided. Not too many. I'll get lucky. Shall see. I just went to Dublin this last early jam on it. I've been trying out all the Guinness around the UK, but they all taste pretty similar. I think Dublin's slightly creamier, but I like Guinness, don't give me a hangover. What? Finger's not working. Need to check it out.
Turn off the light downstairs.
Oh my god!
This is why I want fucking light switches.
You didn't want light switches when we designed the house, did you? I said to you, where do you want light switches? I don't care. So now I'm getting light switches. That's what Lot made. WLMouse from using IT.
You're worth 10
It's a project, right? It takes time.
It takes like 2 years.
It's not 2 years.
2 years.
They haven't even finished the year, this house. Yeah, well, I'm loving that. No. It says it's closed, can you check that? What lights do you want? The cats are probably tripping me out. When you change your phone over, baby, next time maybe control the apps, send them across, you know what I mean? That'd be useful.
To the bathroom as well, please. If you gave me light switches, I wouldn't need to ask you to do this.
It's got a sensor.
And it's shit.
You've turned off the kitchen sensors anyway for some reason. So,
Because it doesn't come.
clown. So, yeah, so the light, yeah, so the lights never go off.
It's like off, but then they got the different time.
I'm gonna have to reprogram it. Bathroom's on, what are you on about?
Pardon?
Bathroom's on.
No, I said off.
You turn that sensor off as well? You better not have. I'm gonna child. Why have you turned the bathroom sensor off?
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna child lock it. You're not turning these sensors off. The lights are staying on all the time. I'm child locking them now. That's it.
No.
You don't have access to this anymore.
What?
I don't turn all the light sensors off. That's not the idea. That's tough shit. Can't sit, can't do that turning all the technology off because it doesn't work. Hey. When I said to you, here's a diagram, plot out all your light switches, and you said, I don't care, I took them all away.
I don't care if I don't care where switches are. No, I don't care. I don't want switches. I want fucking switches.
It was light switches in 2024.
People
Automated, isn't it?
who want to control the lights.
Don't need to, the computer controls it. I just got to turn it on.
It's shit.
That's because you moved all around. The cats are messing up. I need to reprogram it a little bit. It's a project. Don't worry, I'll sort it out. Add it to the list. Turn the lights back on. What's that? I'll turn them on if you can't turn them on. I don't know how they work. There's no sockets. They're not plugged in like that. Whoever you put the switches would have been wrong. Yeah, exactly, mate. She had the choice, she just didn't listen. She was too interested in TikTok at the time, so it's her own fault. Her own fault, mate. So basically automated all the lighting now. It's one of them projects I need to finish. Bob changes mouse switches instead of his light switches. That's right, bud. Look, right, the house is fully automated. It's going to be mint. It's just, I've got to finish it off. I did have it automated, and then the budding work kept stretching out, and then it played around with it, and all the sensors moved around, so I need to get a new one. Also, the cats, I didn't plan the cats. The cats run around and trigger all the lights. So I need the radar ones that detect humans. You've seen those new LiDAR ones? I have to tweak them a bit. Anyway, it's quite clever, but I don't think she appreciates it. I'm going to have to take it off though, because she's turned all the sensors off, so the lights are on permanently. So. Turn that off. With my lights on all going. Supposed to be energy efficient. This is where you get the it's supposed to be a planet saver, which is the green veggie. Save the planet, save the animals. But then leaves all the lighting on, doesn't recycle. You know what I mean? Whereas I do. I offset my meat. She's managed to work out to turn the motion sensors off, the lights off, so you have to charge off on it. Start the heating. Doesn't have to be this way, honey. It looks nice on them. I turned it up a lot if you wanted, but a little bit of slack in it because they didn't want pre-travel tweaked, so. Definitely nicer these Optomex in this than the stock super light warm switches, the L120s, but if you change them for a better switch, then I think you've got better options. These are definitely an improvement on the stock ones they've provided. They still never sorted out the pre-travel, which is horrendous in all these. It's like the silicon lottery. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you don't. This one's not the best. We do use very good tape. Load systems will never come off. Although some of them have done, I've heard, but this stuff won't. Do you like the Ultralight X or the Beast more? I don't know, I've not decided yet. But the Beast is very good. And that's what I've been maining. The Ultralight X is certainly the better final mouse. Certainly the final mouse is best one they've done, but I don't know if I prefer that or the Beast. I need to go back to the final mouse now, and I've been using the Beast for about 2 weeks and see. Yeah, enough 2 weeks. I don't like the size of the holes on the side of the Beast, so I don't know. Need to go back and have a proper check now. And I am going to do a video, I'll put it on YouTube, comparison. You even see what I reckon. Right. See, mate? We'll see. Which one are you thinking? Which one do you want to pick? Or have you got one? Or have you already tried both? Or you lean into one? If people had a choice, which one would you pick? But yeah, I haven't decided yet which one I would pick. But it is certainly close. The beast is better than I expected it to be. An interesting comparison. Yeah, well, let's go back to side buttons. Right, I'm gonna go to bed because it's late and I've got to be up early. And then, yeah, I'll see you hopefully Friday, but say I've got poker maybe, so it might be Saturday, Sunday, as in I'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday definitely. But it could be Friday, Saturday, Sunday we stream, so we'll see. The giveaway will be on Friday or Saturday if it's not Friday. Stick around, use your points from Twitch. I'll see you soon, people. We're playing Tarkov and testing some mice. I don't know which ones to test yet. Let me know if you've got an idea what you want to see. We'll see you then. GG, see you later, soups, mate. Have a good one, mate. Good night, all.